the crumbs, and I'm using the word crumbs because there is nothing. The 5% that we are doing with the 5, we are literally fighting for that business. It is nothing to talk about.
The authority also mentioned there was a press release that is in public domain. I'm glad that you also released the video, which is also out there in the public, where they mentioned that that old system was encouraging smuggling because it had a lot of fraud.
I don't know how is encouraging smuggling. How is it encouraging smuggling?
Because
who said just because the clearing agents module is going to be implemented and be active on our system, then that's the end of smuggling. That it's not the TPIN that is causing all this thing. If anything, it is the current system that Zambia Revenue Authority is using, the Ascuda world, that has continued to cause all these problems that we are causing, we're talking about. I'll give you a very good example. Sometime 2 years ago, Zambia Revenue Authority suspended 153 clearing agents from Livingstone because one TPIN belonging to a farmer in Mumbwa had been abused. You know, he had been abused, and a lot of vehicles that we see moving around Lusaka actually enjoyed a VAT deferment on the clearance. But you know, Zambia, if you remember very carefully, Zambia Revenue Authority went further and bought 2 pages of the Zambia Daily Mail and listed down all the motor vehicles, demanding that these vehicles should report to customs and have everything finalized. All of a sudden, everything went quiet. What did we do? The same association that Commissioner General is condemning. My association is the most active association. Even him, if he's listening to this interview, he knows that
he has said your association is the lowest, with the lowest membership.
If I can have 2 members in my association who can stand up for what is right for the industry and the country, then I'm as good as one who's got 1,000. You understand? But he doesn't check his records. How can you say we are the association with the lowest numbers? Because the multinationals are only 35 clearing agents. 35 clearing agents. You can verify this with Zambia Revenue Authority. So they are the lowest, but they are holding the largest chunk of the business. You understand? So getting back to the example I was trying to give you. Zambia Revenue Authority went ahead and put 2 pages in Zambia Daily Mail, listing down all the number plates of all the motor vehicles that they believe were not properly cleared. Along the way, what happened? They abandoned the whole exercise. But what could have happened? My association took them on because we asked them, if Millennium TV had applied for an exemption on your from you to say, look, I'm importing, media equipment, and the total amount for this media equipment is $50,000. Zambia Revenue Authority accepted for that Mumbwa farmer to say he can import, but only on $50,000. So what happens? Once the importer starts bringing in those goods, the ZRI starts knocking off. They will knock off the amount until it arrives to $50,000. Immediately, the $50,000 is exhausted. The system at Zambia Revenue Authority is supposed to lock. And I'm using is supposed to lock because the system didn't lock. You understand? So guess how many entries passed on that TPIN? 4,000 entries. Who do you put the blame on? Do you put the blame on the TPIN or do you put the blame on the system? They are screwed the world. Right from the beginning, from the time Belini Musiska was Commissioner General, we have